We're back again. I'm Gale Brewer, Manhattan Borough President, and now we're really delighted to be joined by John, also Jonathan Darche, who's Executive Director of the NYC, New York City Civilian Complaint Review Board, known as CCRB to all of us. He's going to talk about the Charter Revision Commission's look at police accountability review, and I have to say, John, it's probably the most important topic in terms of the public. So we really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So I guess give us a little bit about what you think in terms of the CCRB should be the recommendations for the future, because I know you were started in '89, and now with all this experience, you have some ideas of how it could be improved.
So the agency has put forward 4 changes to the charter. The first would be to link our budget to the NYPD's budget. Mm-hmm. The second would be to codify the APU. The third would be...
I know what APU is, but can you describe it to the...
The Administrative Prosecution Unit. In 2012, there was a memorandum of understanding signed between the NYPD and the CCRB that created an Administrative Prosecution Unit that allows the CCRB, in the most serious cases where the CCRB has substantiated misconduct against a member of the NYPD, to prosecute the cases in the trial room at One Police Plaza. And it has been a huge success, and we want to put it in the charter.
Right.
The current charter imposes a duty to cooperate with the CCRB on the NYPD, and the board has suggested some tweaks to that to make it stronger. And the fourth thing is to give the board the ability to designate to certain executive staff members the power to sign subpoenas.
Gale, what do you think?
Many of the people who came to our hearing spoke about having an elective CCRB as the response. However, the staff did not think that was both practicable or necessary, and thought that giving CCRB more tools was the better way to go. All of the other members who came were very complimentary of the job that CCRB does and of how they work. And what we heard from the public, my takeaway from the public meetings was that people would like to feel that the accountability for the police, for individual police officers, is there and is transparent. That one way they thought would be an elective CCRB, but I think that what they asked for is, in fact, embodied in what Frank has suggested and what the staff has recommended.
Yeah. John, are you feeling that this is these suggestions would really make a difference in terms of transparency and maybe getting away from the fact that the community feels, and I agree, elected makes sense, not to me, but at all. But do you feel like these would get at what people are feeling in terms of their frustration?
Yes. One of the main hurdles to transparency in the discipline process at the NYPD, not just on CCRB cases, but on all cases, is Civil Rights Law 50A, which puts a real damper on the amount of information that the department and the CCRB can share with the public. But there are still things that we can do to provide transparency within the rubric that 50A imposes. And one of those things has been the Administrative Prosecution Unit. In the year and a half before the AP went into effect, none of the cases in which the board recommended charges against a member of service went to trial. In the time since the Memorandum of Understanding has gone into effect, the Administrative Prosecution Unit has brought charges in the trial room against more than 350 members of the NYPD. And that's really the only glimpse into the disciplinary process that the public has. The trials are open to the public, and we put the calendar on our website, so if there is something that people are interested in, they can go and see the trials. And that kind of insight and transparency, I think, is vital to people believing in the process.
Well, I want to congratulate you. I'm afraid we're out of time, John, but I want to congratulate you because this is a topic, no matter we can talk about units of appropriation and pre-planning, but I have to be honest with you, the public is incredibly interested, even more so, in CCRB, but I also feel like you have done a really good job in bringing it even to this point, because that I hear also.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I want to thank John, for being with us, and we'll be right back.